Hello students, a very good morning to you. Let us start with our next chapter, that is chapter number 5, library classes. So open your books at page number 141, chapter number 5, page number 141. Let's first have an introduction to library classes. The Java class library is a set of dynamically loadable libraries that Java applications can run, call at any time, because the Java platform is not dependent on a specific operating system. As you already know, application cannot rely on any of the platform native libraries. It is a collection of the classes which were designed according to the usage of the program. So next come to the topic wrapper classes. What are wrapper classes? Wrapper classes are those whose objects wrap the primitive data type within them. In the java.language package, Java provides a separate class for each of the primitive data types, namely byte, character, double, integer, float, long and short. Actually, for the primitive data type, we are having the char, byte. This way we have char, byte, short, long. But for the wrapper class, we have character, byte, short, integer. Like this. Means here we have char, but its wrapper is known as the character. At the time of instantiations, these classes accept a primitive data type directly or in the form of a string. Wrapper classes provide methods to convert the primitive data type within them to string objects and to compare them with other objects. Okay. Next, what is the significance of using wrapper class? Why we switch to the wrapper classes? Because it can store more data than a primitive data type. To store and retrieve data in any kind of data structure that supports only objects. Wrapper class objects allows you to store null value, but you cannot say the same for the primitive data type. Wrapper classes are very useful when you perform parsing operations such as a string into other data types. Next is the implementation of the wrapper class. How you implement the wrapper. So the constructor method, since wrapper classes are also a type of the class, you can use constructor method to create the object of the class. So its syntax is very simple: class name, then object name, then class name and its argument list. Like this, you can give the wrapper class. Now some common methods. First is the value of method. This method is used to retrieve the actual value from a string representation. For example, you are storing the integer value as a string like 5607. So object 1 stores the string value 5601. How we come to know that it is a string value? Because it is in the double quote. To retrieve the actual numeric value, you use the value of method. Here you will type the value of method to get its value. Now the value is of the integer type. Okay. Earlier it was stored in the form of the string. So byte value will give you byte. Short value will return you as short. Int value you will give int. Long value will return you long, float will return you float, and double value will return you double. Next is the parse XXX method. This method is used to convert a valid string representation into its corresponding primitive data type. For example, int object is equals to integer.parse. In double quotes you are having 1664 or any value. So when you give its output, the above code will return you the simple value 1664. But if you enter the value 1664.5 as an input, it will throw an exception because it is not a valid integer string. Means here if you use any decimal value, it will not give you the valid output because it is not a valid integer. Here we are using only integer, so it will give the integer value. Next is toString method. This is a simple method that is used to convert a value into a string. For example, you have written this 6574. It will give you a string value. Means in double quotes it will return you 6574. The next is methods in the wrapper class. First method is integer. It uses a primitive data type as int. So the here methods and its description is, first method is static int parse int. It converts the string to an int. Then static integer value of, it will return the integer object of the string representation. Static string to string int n, it converts the integer value to a string. Similarly, for the byte class, we will use byte, and it will use the same as for the byte string as, converts the string to the byte value. Value of string as converts the string to the byte object, and if we use string to string byte n, it will convert a byte value to a string. Similarly, for the short also, same case, it will convert the string to the short value to the short object and the value, short value to string. Long classes. Similarly, in the previous we have done for the short and the byte classes. Similarly, it with long classes also, it will convert the string to the long value to the long object and the long value to a string. And next one is the float. Similarly, it will convert the float string to a float value, string to a float object, and convert the float value to a string. Same with the double also. It will convert a string to the double value, string to the double object, and convert the double value to a string. Now this is for the character class. If it is the static boolean is digit, if it is true, if the character ch saves digit, it will return true. Static boolean letter, if it saves, if ch saves a letter, then it will return true. Letter or digit, any one of them, if either it will be letter or it will be digit, then it will return you true. Static boolean lowercase, if the character value is in the lowercase, small a, small b, then it will return true, else false. Uppercase, capital A, capital B, if the character saves any capital value, then it will return true. Any space, it will return true, otherwise false. It will convert a character to the lowercase if it is given in the uppercase, and if it is given in the uppercase, it will convert to the lowercase. Lower to upper and upper to lower. Numeric wrapper class method is of 6 types: integer, short, long, double, float, and byte. These 6 are of the numeric wrapper class method. And what do you mean by autoboxing and unboxing? Autoboxing is the automatic conversion that the Java compiler makes between the primitive type and the corresponding object wrapper class. For example, converting an int into an integer, a double into a double, and so on. If the conversion goes the other way, it is called the unboxing. Means vice versa process of autoboxing is known as the unboxing. So what are the advantages of autoboxing and unboxing? Autoboxing and unboxing let developer write clear code, make it easy to read. This technique let us primitive type and wrapper class object interchangeably, and we do not need to perform any typecasting explicitly. So this was about your chapter number 5. With this, we have done our chapter. If you find any difficulty, any problem within this chapter, because it is a very simple chapter, I have already explained you this chapter. In 9th standard, we have already done. So I just completed it within one video. Till then also, if you have any doubt, any problem, you can ask me at any time. So students, thank you very much.